Palomers, welcome or welcome back to the Blue Butterfly Tarot. Today we are looking into what would they say to you if they could, and I've got two piles for you. This is pile number 1, this is pile number 2. Pile number 1 is every little thing you do is magic tarot. And pile number 2 is the Supernova Tarot. Take your time, see which pile or piles you feel intuitively called to. I do want to say this is a general reading. Take what resonates, leave the rest. If one pile's messages don't resonate, then choose the other. If both piles' messages don't resonate, then it just means that maybe there aren't any messages for you in this video today. But I do hope that at least one of the piles' messages do resonate. Please be careful of scammers. I would never reach out to you asking you to follow or subscribe or book a private reading. So just please be a little bit careful about that. My private readings are open right now. You can check the details in the description box below. There's not going to be an extended for this reading. All right, I'm going to give you a few seconds now to see which pile or piles you feel intuitively called to, and then I shall begin. Pile 1, for those of you who chose every little thing you do is magic tarot, this is going to be your reading, all right? Before we get into the reading, let's just take some time to realign our energy. So close your eyes, think of your person, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Alrighty, pile 1. What would your person say to you if they could? Let's get into it. What would Pile's person say to pile 1 if they could? Empress, the Wheel of Fortune, 6 of Cups, the Tower, 2 of Wands, 4 of Pentacles, Justice. Okay. I feel like there's an apology coming your way, pile 1. Your person, what would they say to you if they could? They recognize that they've taken a long time to recognize your love for them. It's been a while of no contact, I think, or maybe both of you have been friends for a very long time, but maybe you had feelings, but your person wasn't able to recognize that they had feelings for you as well. I think that both of you have had a lot of sweet moments. Your person keeps looking back. For some of you, this might not even be no contact. It might just be that both of you are together. But I don't think it's hit your person before how much they actually love you too. That's the message that's coming through. And I felt like crying saying that. And there was like a lump in my throat. So I think that this realization is pretty big for your person. Pile 1. I'm also hearing, I've never loved anyone before I met you. So maybe previous relationships that your person was in, they're starting to realize that maybe that wasn't love. And what they feel for you, it's very, very different. The love that they feel for you is very peaceful, very calm. It makes them feel very protected as well. I think that the relationships your person has had in the past, doesn't have to be romantic, could be platonic and familial as well. They've been very chaotic, very, it's kind of like your person always had to be in survival mode in those connections. And this could also not be a romantic connection. This could be a platonic or a familial one, but you make them feel very safe, pile 1, and that by itself is something that they have never experienced in a connection before, in a relationship before. With every single person that's been in their life, they've always had to protect themselves, protect their feelings, never share what was going on. Everything might have been some kind of a power play, some kind of a strategy that if I don't reveal much, then the other person will not hurt me. And maybe it was true at that point in time for your person. to protect themselves. Maybe those were the dynamics that were playing out in your person's life. Maybe your person tried that dynamic in your connection and it just backfired, because we have the Justice coming here. Would not be surprised. Maybe you have been kind and patient to your person when this was unfolding, like they were operating the same way as they did in previous connections. And you've been very, very consistent in how you're showing up in this connection, in the love that you have for your person. And it's kind of shocked them, Pal 1. It's really shocked them, because you didn't behave or react the way that other people have in the past. And that has made your person realize that it's okay for them to drop their defenses. It's okay for them to be who they are. Not everything, they don't have to think 5 steps in advance when they want to interact with you. Like, what is going to happen? How are you going to react? What are you going to say? What do they need to prep for? Like I said, survival mode. Honestly, your person may have cried just thinking about how much you love them and how open they can be with you. Maybe meeting you was a turning point in their life, when your person realized that there can be connections where they feel safe, they feel good, and they don't always have to be in this fighting mode. Maybe before that, your person thought that, toxic or unhealthy relationships, that was just how life was going to be. And I think that they had kind of physically prepped themselves to be that way for the rest of their lives. Meeting you was a plot twist, Pal 1. That is also something that I am hearing. This is deeply emotional. Like, even me, I'm being moved to tears right now. But I by myself am okay. It's the realizations that's hitting your person, Pal 1. You gave them your hand when, first off, they weren't expecting you to. Second, you gave them a hand when they really, really needed it. You taught them that another kind of relationship does exist. One that is safe, that is pure, that is innocent, that is kind to each other, compassionate, where there's so much of empathy between the two of you, where there is just genuine love. You really opened their eyes in a way. And that is something, like, even if both of you are in no contact, or, you never speak to each other again, or maybe the two of you are together, this is something that your person will never be able to say to you, because it's just that deep and they don't even know how to express it. It's a part of them that they will carry to their grave, the impact that you've had in their life, and they will be forever grateful for you, Pal 1. And it's kind of like, I'm also hearing talk is cheap. So maybe your person feels that if they were to say it to you, it will not be able to, they will not be able to express the depth of what they feel. They will not be able to do justice to what they feel on the inside. It's also another message coming through. So they will not be able to express this to you, Pal 1. But I think just even being around you, this person gets very, very emotional. Just feeling your love itself. Like, if you see this person tearing up around you, or there's something that you do or something that you say to them, just being who you are, and then they suddenly tear up, yeah, this is what's actually going on with them. And for those of you in no contact, there's so much of love that this person has for you, Pal 1. You saved them in a way you did. I think that they had, just being around such unhealthy, such toxic relationships in their life, I think that they'd given up looking forward to life as well. And I think you changed that. You really have touched their heart, Pal 1. A connection like this even exists, and that by itself, it just blew their mind. And that taught them how to look forward to life as well. It's very deep. It's very, very deep. What you have unlocked within this person, Pal 1. it's the forever kind of love. Like no matter what happens between the two of you, both of you will always have that special place, and you will always have that special place in your person's heart. There will never be anyone like you in your person's life, and that's something that they are very, very sure of. Let me get you maybe any additional message. But yeah, I don't think that your person will ever say this to you. It's I think that they will show it to you more so in their actions, but in terms of saying it, no. Like I said, the talk is cheap is coming again to me. So I think that your person, they feel comfortable showing it. So maybe acts of service or gifts, giving you gifts might be their love language, but it's not verbally speaking, definitely not telling you what they are feeling. And for some of you, I'm hearing this person is manifesting you in their life, or this person manifested you in their life. That's also one more message that is coming through. And they recognize you and your connection to be one of the biggest blessings in their life. And for some of you, I'm being called to correct, the only blessing in their life. Like I said, this person gets very, very emotional when they think about you, when they think about your role in their life and how you changed their perspective on life. You changed their perspective on the life that they were living, the relationships that they were in as well. I don't know if you know this, Pawan, but you've deeply transformed this person to a point where there is a life before you and there is a life after you. And like the life that they led before you, there's a very, very clear distinction in the version of themselves that they were, the impact that you've had, and the version of themselves that they had to become after they met you, or the version of themselves that you helped them transform into. There's a very, very clear demarcation there. There's a very clear distinction over there. All right, Pawan? It's actually very, very sweet, Pawan. I had a lump in my throat, but yes, it's just that emotional for your person. Alrighty, Pawan, this is where I will leave you for today. I really hope that this reading brought you the comfort, clarity, and confirmation you're looking for. Thank you for allowing me to read for you. My private readings are open right now. You can check the details in the description box below. Pawan, take care. Trust your intuition. You always have free will. Catch you in my next one. Bye-bye. Hi Pal 2, for those of you who chose the Supernova Tarot, this is going to be your reading, right? Before we get into the reading, let's just take some time to align our energy. So close your eyes, think of your person, breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Alrighty, Pal 2, what would your person say to you if they could? Seven of Cups, the Fool, Ten of Pentacles, Four of Wands, the Hangman, the Empress, the Hermit. Okay. Give me a few seconds, Pal 2. I need some clarification. Give me a second. Okay. I don't think that this person is in your life at this point in time, and it might not even be the person that you initially thought of when you thought of this reading or when you aligned with this reading, pile 2. But yes, for some of you, maybe it is this person. What would they say to you if they could? They think about you. They think about you a lot. Regardless of whatever life they have built at this point in time, your person seems to be keep going back to your connection. I don't know, maybe your person chose other connections or chose other aspects of their life over this connection. But it's kind of like today they're being forced to think if they made the right decision or not. And the more they ask themselves, did I make the right decision? Even though they have found success in other aspects of their life or whatever it is that your person chose, there's a sense of loss. It's kind of like, even if I won, I still lost. That's the energy that's coming through. For some of you, there's this one, it's a quote or something that came about a long time ago, so I might not be saying it in the exact sequence, but there's this conversation, I think it was a Tumblr post, so it's like a conversation between two people, and one person says, you know, I fought and fought, and I finally made the other person agree that I was right in this connection. And then the person that he's saying it to or she's saying it to, they say, well, you may have won that argument, but you've lost that person. And that is the energy that's playing out over here. They may have found success in whichever path they chose, but they're still feeling empty. And maybe at the time of making this decision, they thought it was right, but they're being forced to ask themselves, I think the sadness that they're feeling, the loss that they're feeling on the inside, for some of you, it's even the void, that's forcing them to ask themselves, did you really win? Did you really find success? Or did you lose much more? That's the question that's being asked of your person at this point in time. They know the answer. They know the answer, but I don't know if they will tell it to you. How to? Maybe, like I said, maybe it's been a long time. And I also feel your person might be afraid of the answer as well. What would it mean if they have to admit to themselves that they chose wrong or that they should have learned how to include your connection in the choices that were presented to them? That's also one more message that's coming through. I think that there were a lot of signs and synchronicities at that point in time, telling your person or, you know, kind of making sure that or trying to not let your person take this misaligned action. But at that point in time, your person didn't listen. At that point in time, I think that they were very stubborn. There might have been some point that your person was proving to themselves or even the people around them or even to you as well. But today, did the point get proven? Or did they lose so much more in trying to prove something to themselves? Because your person has it all. They have everything at this point in time. So why do they feel the void? Why are they not feeling happy? Why do they feel your lack? Why does their mind or their heart keep coming back to you when everything is working right, or all the choices that they made seem to be, coming to a point where it's worked out for them? But why does this choice of not choosing you, of not choosing this connection, why does it haunt them? What would they say to you if they could? They think about you more often than they should. They think about you more often than they would like to as well. And it's often, they will not be able to admit it to themselves, but it's often a lot of regret. It's often a lot of guilt. what they feel right now is void, but that's coming from a place of guilt. That's coming from a place of void. There are a lot of what ifs playing in your person's mind, like what if I chose, what if I didn't, or what if I chose and then what could have happened. That energy is also playing on their mind, but I want to get more information because the energy does feel a little bit up in the air. Tells you. That's why I said it might not even be someone that you are expecting to come back or you're hoping for. It feels very far away, like this connection. It might have been someone who wronged you, who maybe downplayed the importance of your connection as well. That's also one more message that's coming through. This person may reach out to you. That is a tiny message that's coming through. They might reach out under the pretext of checking in or seeing how you are. And I do see a slightly faster timeline for that. The reason behind it is to see if what they feel could have happened between the two of you, can that happen? That's one message that's coming through. Or I think it might also be the what ifs playing in their mind. They want to see if there is potential, but that's the hidden aspect of it. They might just come and say, hey, how are you? Or just check in. But there are deeper intentions to them reaching out. I do see this person reaching out, or at least very curious about you, and they seem to be wanting to take action on that. Because the what ifs that are playing out, it's getting too much for your person. The unknown aspect of it, yes, they want some kind of stability, some kind of answer. The message coming through is, what if you never actually had feelings for this person and they were just, at this point in time, like this what ifs that are coming through, right? Maybe it wouldn't have worked out and they want to find out for themselves at this point in time. They want to see where your head is at, what you were thinking at that point in time. They kind of want to dig through a little bit. I don't know if it's going to work or not, Paltiu, but there is a desire to get some answers from you in particular. So I'll tell you the scenario that's playing out in my mind right now. It looks like one person, they're thinking that maybe at that point in time, there was no choice. Maybe you didn't feel that way about them. So maybe I should go ask them if they did, or maybe try to suss out if they were feeling that way. If they didn't feel that way, then I don't have to feel guilty. I don't have to feel anything, and I can bask in the success that I've gained. I don't have to be in this up in the air energy anymore. I have my answers. There's definitely something about answers that your person wants to feel stable in the decision that they've made. So there are deeper or hidden intentions when this person comes forward. It's completely onto you how you want to handle that situation. I would say trust your intuition, but it's more coming from a place of not liking or feeling very uncomfortable in not having answers about whether or not they made the right decision, or even answers about the void that they're feeling within themselves. So just trust your intuition about how, like, the energy of this person when they come in, right? That will guide you on how you need to react. Yes, I did see Eight of Wands. I felt like opening it up. Communication is definitely coming from this person. Seems a little bit more faster than later. But yeah, it's not coming from a place of reconciliation. I want to make that very clear, Paltiu. It's coming from a place of wanting answers or wanting some clarity so that they feel stable and secure on their end. So that's why I said this person seems to be very far out. Like, the energy seems to be very far away, and your energy also seems to be very far away. So maybe you've moved on, you've started looking forward in your life as well. But they're coming in to ask a few things, to understand deeper layers. They might not take a very direct approach. It might be very indirect. But yes, given that we've talked about it here, Paltiu, I think that you will be able to also rely on your intuition to navigate the situation. All right? Pal 2, this is where I will leave you for today. I really hope that this reading brought you the comfort, clarity, and confirmation you are looking for. Thank you for allowing me to read for you. My private readings are open right now. You can check the details in the description box below. Pal 2, take care, trust your intuition, you always have free will. Catch you in my next one. Bye-bye.